Hello everybody, Jared back again, and welcome to another episode of NHL 21 Franchise Mode with your Vancouver Canucks. Alright guys, let's just jump into it. So, we finished last episode after finishing off the season, doing the playoffs there. I think we got bumped in the second round, and looks like Minnesota Wild won that cup. I don't believe we actually even looked at the awards, so let's take a quick look at that before we jump in. So it looks like Minnesota won the cup, which is pretty awesome. Washington got the Presidents. Clarence C. Campbell went to Minnesota. Prince of Wales, Flyers, Stanley Cup, Minnesota, obviously. That's actually all of them. That's all just team awards. What am I thinking? Individual here. All right, looks like McKinnon got the Art Ross, sick, and the Hart. And James Norris goes to John Carlson. Good job, John. Man, looks like the Capitals just raked in the hardware there. Calder went to Dylan Cousins. Good for him. Dumba got the Conn Smythe. Vezina went to Samsonov. Man, yeah, the Capitals just killed it. Yamerson went to... Yamerson got the Masterson, which is cool. Jack Adams went to Buffalo, looks like. And Couturier is doing pretty well, getting that sulky a couple of years in a row. Not in a row, but in consecutive years. Does that work? No, that's not right. Whatever. And it looks like Ovi is going to continue on his race to being the best scorer in the entire world forever and always, which is awesome. Okay, let's just jump into what we need to get done here, guys. That being us getting, I believe we were going after Domi, but I cannot remember if we needed a defenseman or not. Let's take a quick look at who we've got in line for defense. I believe we picked up some of like the lower end guys, and we're just leaving ourselves in need of some defense. Let's take a quick look here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're hoping either Luke or Jet Woos or Miller or Rafferty would be there to take on that bottom pairing. I think that we can probably say that is fine. There's a small chance that we might want to pick up a bottom pairing person there. Just thinking about it, thinking. I don't know if either of these guys are going to jump up and be ready. They're both listed as AHL right now. I think what I might do is take a quick look to see who is there as a defense. But other than that, I know that we wanted to go for Ty Domi. Not Ty. Once again, not Ty. Max Domi. There we go. I believe that is who I was going to go for. He is asking for a pretty handsome sum of money. What I'm going to do is I'm actually only going to offer him 1 year. We have the cap space here, so I'm going to spend a decent amount of money to try and get him here. I'm going to see if he can come on board for... I mean, we have the money to spend. Let's just make sure we get him. Offer him 12 mil for 1 year. Give him a good paycheck. Making some Connor McDavid money there. And he can come back and play with his friend Horvat. All right. So I was just saying that I was thinking about grabbing myself a... bottom pairing defense. Let's see what we can find here in the affordable range of bottom pairing defense. We can get another Miller. That'd be kind of hilarious. This is Colin Miller. What do you look like? 85, 85, 87. That is amazing. You're top 6, potential top 4. You're asking for 2.7. I could grab him for a year. He wouldn't be bad. I could bring back Troy Stetcher. 86, 84, 86. That would be pretty hilarious. He's only asking for 2.32. You know what? That actually might be kind of fun. I'm not seeing anybody else here that I'm horribly enthused about. I'm going to bring back Troy for 1 year, and we might let him go after this year. You know what? I do actually only want him for the 1 year. Just because I know Miller and Horvat are both asking for a giant raise. So I'm gonna give him 1 year for, let's do all the way to 4 just to make sure. I have the money. I'm not running into cap space this year, so I might as well spend that money on some people there. All right, let's see if we can get both these guys. And Hopefully, these are just a couple small guys. Looks like this guy was not interested in the dollars I offered. Okay, sure. These are a bunch of these small contract I offered earlier, I believe. All right, let's see. Oh, and this is ASL assistant coach. I believe that was the last coach I needed to offer for, so that's awesome. Willow Domi. Oh, it's a scout. I was like, what? Apparently we got multiple Domies. I think these are a few more scouts. And Max Domi is truly humbled that I offered him such a lucrative contract. Nice. Love to see it. They want a starter and a top 6 for 2 third rounds. I'm going to decline. I'm going to trade for things that I feel I need to trade for. All right, now I'm just waiting on Troy, basically. We got a few more scouts and whatnot, and Troy is happy to come on board. We can get ourselves to next season. All right, we need to get in here and edit the trade block. I don't need these guys on here. Luke Hughes is on the trade block. What is this crap? Let's just get all this stuff out of here. I hate how you clear it and then it immediately gets filled again. I don't quite understand why that's happening, but it doesn't particularly matter. I could leave the wants open, but clear it all. Start from scratch. Let's do this, boys. We're still simming. Perfect. Well, I actually have fairly high expectations for us this year. To be completely honest, I want to see how far we can go. I think we're getting to the point where our team is going to be highly competitive. At least that is my goal. We're going to see if we can get a little bit better, not potential, morale? No. Cohesion? That's not the right word, but that also works. Fusion, cohesion, all of those things. Come on. What's this crazy long simulation going for? What actually is the word that I'm looking for? My dyslexia is killing me here. Let's see. I don't remember what captains we had set. Horvat is still... Okay, so they gave Pedersen an A and Edler still an A. That's absolutely great. And by they, it probably means I did that. Okay, great. Chemistry. Good Lord. All right, so now we have Horvat, Domi, and Podkozin. If I did that, it gets worse. If I do that, it gets better. Oh, maybe I want to do that. Your third line, just making sure these guys are all in there. You're actually supposed to be depth. What is your stats looking like? You are not a good shot blocker, but you are really good defensive awareness, actually. I'm going to leave you where you are. Fourth line. Do you actually have any face-off? 75 face-offs isn't the end of the world. If I remember correctly, none of these guys had great face-offs. Yeah. Well, there's nobody there for me to throw in instead of you. Wow, that's a lot of people that are saying they're all centers. Sorry. That was weird. How's this looking? 3-1-1. Not bad. If I did that, would it get better? It wouldn't. But it wouldn't get worse either. No Dobson with Quinn Hughes, Yolevi, and Tyler Myers. I mean, to be completely honest, our defensive core is absolutely amazing, and I'm not going to complain about it at all. Demko and DiPietro, perfect. All right, and who do we have sitting scratched right now? Anybody that I feel like sending down? I could probably send Rafferty down and bring a forward depth person up. Let's see who we've got for options in the AHL here. These are my depth people. Sveshnikov is up to an 80. Really? Interesting. Definitely would not be good depth forward material, though. 83, 73. Not that great. I don't remember who this guy is, but look at that stick checking. Good Lord. He actually could very well break that bottom pairing there at some point. Taking a look over here. 83, 82, 87. Not terrible. And actually, Lucas Jasek has got himself up to a plausible 81, 76, 84. Not great, but he does still have a shot of possibly making it there. Oh, he's still listed as depth, so we might be okay. Both of them are listed as depth. Jet Wu is looking absolutely amazing. There is a chance for us to save a little bit of money. We might be trading maybe like a Myers or something to save some room, because if we go look, oh wow, why is this pairing so absolute trash? You're 24, you have a low top 4. All right, Austin Stotner, I'm sorry, bro. You are out. Let's put in Uton in here. And now we actually have decent pairings. Perfect. Are there anybody in the scratch tier that I care about? You're a goalie. Top 9. Another goalie. Top 9. I don't particularly care if you're top 9s. There we go. Tumanin needs to get in there immediately. We have a low top 4 and an NHL. So it's just basically Tumanin that I care about. Let's get ourselves a starting line. Go to offense and get Tumanin in here somewhere. Palmu or you? You're a top 9. I think Palmu's probably aging out here. Yeah. Cool. It is in scratched, and you, my friend. Cool. Let's actually get you in left wing over on Darlene, because Darlene low top. I mean, there's a possibility of Darlene cracking, so let's crack him up there as well. 2377. This is a pretty solid AHL team, to be completely honest. I would love Yona Gadjevich to be able to get himself up there as well. Would be absolutely awesome. All right, let's take a look at goalies. Wallstead is 80 overall. Absolutely amazing. And then we have a medium starter, 76 in Sosgard. We could probably start throwing some of those goalies into trades because we have a few of them signed in that back end there, which is going to be awesome. All right, let's get ourselves to the start of the season. And before we even start, just take a quick look. When I was looking at the contracts before I pressed record here, what they were asking for was absolutely insane. So 6 years at 9.4. Does it go down? Not really. So he's asking for, if I did 4 years, what is 9.5 times 0.85 equals? We can get him for roughly 8.1. I'm going to see if that drops down at all, because I do not want to spend 8.1 if I don't have to. And Horvat is looking for roughly 8.2 probably. If I drop those years down, it actually goes down, and it goes up if I go farther. So he's looking for exactly 5 years. 5 years is basically what I would want to give my captain. And to be completely honest, 8.2 is not a terrible deal for an 88 overall Bo Horvat. Let's get ourselves into the actual season here, though, and see if it stays in that kind of outrageous spot, though. So let's jump ahead, see where everybody lands with their actual potential, see if we have to make any moves, bring anybody up from the AHL and whatnot. Getting ourselves down to the New Jersey here. All right, let's see how our preseason goes. 7-1 win. We were obviously going to slaughter in the preseason. He says as they lose 6-4. Carlson and a second for a third and a fourth. Decline trade. Probably going to do a decent amount of trading here at the before the trade deadline, just to get rid of a bunch of low end stuff. How are we losing 6-1 here, guys? That's absolutely trash. Would you like to assign your? I'm really hoping that my scouts do a little bit better this year. I've fully taken away all the NHL stuff, and it's all. I mean, their ratings aren't great, unfortunately, but at least we have enough actual scouts out in the field that they should do some damage. 8-1 loss. Ooh, wow. We are starting off absolutely terribly. Come on, guys. Luke Hughes has already been broken. Oh, man. Already been broken. He's already broken his foot. Sorry. Good Lord, you guys. That is absolutely trash garbage. All right, Sotner, you can jump in for right now. Oh, yikes. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm just going to say best lines. Yeah, that's probably not a great idea, but I'm going to have to fix that later. We are 0-6-0. What is going on, Canucks? Good Lord. Okay, we're going to have to go and do something drastic here, because that is not okay. Oh my gosh, thank God, look at this. We finally have got some scouting going on here. I'm going to let them keep going for a little while. Maybe in the middle of the season, I'll throw some scouts left or right, but seeming like my scouts are actually doing something finally. All right, 2-8-0, not okay. I'm going to let my players just play for a little while here. I mean, hey man, if we're tanking, we're tanking, but this is not okay, to be completely honest. 4-1 win. I mean, I don't want to throw everything at Demko here, but okay, yeah. I mean, our back end of this month was okay, but still not great. And points-wise, absolutely not great. Our leading score is under a point per game. Not what we're looking for. Besser, Domi. I mean, that top line is doing okay. Miller is absolutely not. Hopefully he's going to drop himself down to earth on those on his price point there, but not what I am looking for here at all. Let's take a look at our goalie here, see how terrible Thatcher has been doing here. 3-7, a 0. I mean, a 0.63 is not good. DiPietro, he's getting the points we need. No, he's not actually. He's only got 2 points. What am I talking about? Not getting the points we need. A 4.17 goals against average for Thatcher. You got to do better there, bro. Let's see if he can recover at all. Taking a look. Let's go see our lines here. See what everybody has dropped back down once we've seen Wallstead. Okay. Oh, I advanced. No, I didn't advance today. Maybe I did advance today. Okay, whatever. I guess we're going to be throwing in our friend here. Sure. No, stop advancing a day. So I did press advance today. That's my fault. All right, how is everybody looking now that everybody's been dropped back down to earth? Miller has gone from a 90 to an 87, so there is a chance that he's going to accept a little bit less money. Hopefully that is the case. Podkozen up to an 88 overall. Yeah, his stats are looking absolutely amazing. Love to see it. 90, 85. These guys are all looking like I thought they would, so that's great. And how about goalies? 83, 85? Perfect. All right, and how about down in the AHL? Looking at the starting line. Is anybody? Yes, Sveshnikov has dropped back down to a 79, so he's not the 80 that he was looking like. And Jet Wu, you're still sitting at a depth defenseman, so I'm going to bring you up next year is the goal there. Okay, when we did, yeah, it did take our top 6 friend away there, so let's throw in, this is this guy, right, Udinen? No, that's defenseman. What am I talking about? Oh, I put the lefty. That's why. There we go. Tomanen. Yes, we're throwing Tomanen in. I'm going to throw you there and throwing Darlene up here. There we go. What happens if I do that? Absolutely nothing. Okay, cool. We're going to leave it as so then. All right, let's take another quick look at our contracts, see if Miller and Horvat have dropped their asking price, particularly Miller. They were both on such nice contracts. So Bo is still asking for what he was asking before, and it looks like Miller has dropped his asking price a little bit. It might be worth it. I could give him a 1-year prove it deal, but really I wouldn't mind taking it up to like 32 or something. 9.1, that's something in the 7.5 range, I'm assuming. So let's see. Whoops. Clear that out. 9.1 times 0.85 equals 7.38. So basically 7.4 would be what we would be able to get JT Miller for, which is it's not a huge increase. We would definitely have the cap space for that. Julevi, I believe actually Julevi was asking for a relatively easy to handle deal. And I think I'm actually just going to, he's not going to ask for any less than that or too much more. So 4.78, let's see, times 0.85 equals we can get him for 2 years at 4.1. And I think I'm going to offer it to him. You know what? We might even be able to get him 4.75. Let's see what he says to that. It would only be an increase of like less than $1 million, so that would not be a bad thing at all. Hoglander wants his actual contract. Excuse me? Can I cheese this system and get Hoglander for $2 million at 7 years? How about a 1.75 for 6 years? 1.65 for 5. I'm trying to keep it like semi-realistic here. Give him a 6-year contract at 1.75. If we can get Hoglander until he finishes growing there, he's in top 6. That seems insane that is possible for me. Goalies, is there anybody? Nope, looks like Thatcher Demko is good. We still actually have DiPietro on a... I must have signed him to an amazing contract. Good Lord, you guys. I think DiPietro is going to be our backup for years to come, as long as he actually does some good things this year. So I chose not to do Miller or Horvat. I'm going to see if I can get them for a little bit lower in the years to come. I didn't change anything. You know what? Just a second. What happens if... Oh, I just keep hitting advanced day instead of edit. Stupid menu lag. Can I make this better in any way? That's worse. Center left wing. You're right wing left wing. You're just center. You're a center left wing. Podkozen. I mean, just to switch things up, I could do that, but they keep their +3 chemistry if I leave them as is. I think I just have to leave it. Yeah, we're going to have to see if these guys can turn it around. Hopefully it was just a jittery start and they will actually get some momentum going here. They didn't have a bad end of last month. If I have to make a massive trade to switch things up, then I kind of have to. Yeah, Yolivi's back. I just got Nils Hoglander until he's like 27 for like 1.7 million. I have a feeling he's going to be a second liner, unless that is showing me that this system is telling us that we are going to be in terrible, terrible trouble, which hopefully that's not what that's saying. We should be okay. All right. And looks like Wallstead is back. There you go, my friend. All right, let's see if we can turn this month around. 4-12, absolute terrible. I do not need Stevenson. I know they're asking, people are looking for Sawgard there, and I am more than willing to let him go. So it seems like that's a goalie that people are looking for. But he is such a great backup. Good Lord, you guys, come on, look at this. Johnny Boychuk, no thank you. Come on! What is happening, you guys? Okay, did my trade block get full again? Get out of here. What is going on? All right, well, at least Thatcher is getting morale boost for ice time. He's definitely should be losing morale for his playing. Good Lord. Something crazy is wrong in the state of Vancouver. Not okay. Okay, let's throw in. Let's just do scratched. Uten, I guess. There you go. Cool. Right, it was December 2nd that then Luke Hughes was back. Why are you guys back on the trade block? No. Okay, well, go away. 6. I mean, okay. It's gonna be a good year for rookies. Good. Yeah. Qualifying offer. Okay, we are winning half of our games. This is terrible. Like absolutely terrible. How bad is our coaching staff? Our staff chemistry is not good. I mean, Yeah, 53% staff chemistry is not good at all. I'm going to think that's probably the main reason why we're having such a bad time. If I were to look at, so you're a head coach, you do defenseman. I could try and hire this guy. Just take a look here. Looking at teaching. We have a generous generalist associate head coach. How bad is our associate head coach? He's a generalist, a B. Could try and hire that guy as a assistant. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get rid of this assistant. He's a C. And I guess a goalie coach, if I could find somebody. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the NHL goalie coach as well. Let's see if we can get our chemistry up. It looks like our staff chemistry is absolutely terrible still. What happens if I just get rid of everybody? All right, so I need a goalie coach, an associate, and an assistant coach. Here's hoping this is what I need to do, because that's crazy. All right, I'm going to go for this guy's defense. How is your teaching, my friend? Your teaching is A. Okay, let's see if I can hire you as my associate coach. And I'm just going to offer you all kinds of money. Hopefully he will accept. I don't even know if they'll let me play with this. We're just going to hope that works. All the way up to, well, I'm just going to max this out, actually. How far up can I go here? This guy's getting more money than Horvat. Okay, that's probably a fine. You really have to offer them quite a bit more when they are teaching. Let's get this guy as a generalist, as an A-. You are going to be an assistant, please. And let's give you all the millions. Once again, I probably could have hired this guy as my associate, but I want to get everybody that is one step above and get just a bunch of teaching if I can. Get my young boys ready to go. All right, you're hopefully going to accept that. And I guess we are just looking for the best goalie coach. There we go. A+ teaching, you're a D. Maybe this is the guy that I actually just fired. I think he might be. In that case, is there another goalie coach anywhere? That's probably the only one I can actually get. And I do have some young goalies. Though, another D. Okay, I guess I'm going to get that first guy again. Well, here's hoping. Where'd that guy go? There he is. I know you want associate, but I want you to be my A. No. Oh, hopefully I put the right person in the right spot there. Oh, good Lord. If I was trying to hire them for associate, that's going to be a big problem. Okay, let's see if he'll accept that. Is it going to let me continue on here? Promote to NHL goalie. Generalist. Promote to NHL head coach. Okay. Let's doing this in the middle of the season probably was not the smartest thing in the entire world, but we're gonna have to see what's happening here. Just continue for right now. We're in panic mode. We're in panic mode. You're willing to accept. That one was already full, unfortunately. He's not willing to accept with that job title. Luke Hughes is back. I'm just going to best lines it, and I'll go in and I'll fix everything in a second. Okay, let's take a look at my coaching staff. Is that been almost... Okay, so now that's all full. Now I just need an associate coach and an assistant coach for the AHL. And both of those should be wrong. So I'm going to have to go in and hire again. Associate and assistant for the AHL. Let's do it. Okay. Let's just do teaching. Make sure we get good teaching. No, wrong button. Gosh darn it. Go away. I want good teaching, please. You're a goalie. You're a goalie. Everybody is goalie. NHL head coach. Why are the goalies so good at goalie coaches so good at teaching? I mean, I don't hate that. But we're gonna need forwards B, your NHL head coach. There's a B, NHL assistant. Okay, let's see what if we can get this guy as a AHL associate. Give him as much money as possible. He probably won't accept because he's a little bit too good. But we're gonna try. Exciting times, right, guys? Exciting times. All right, and let's just get a goalie guy here for an assistant. You know what? Let's go all the way up here. You're a D. You know what? You're gonna be D. You're A plus. You want to be assistant already, so we're gonna grab this guy. AHL assistant. That's what we want, right? Yeah. Okay. We're already giving you what you want. So if I just bump this up, it should be fine. Offer contract, please come and play for us. Let's see what this will do to our chemistry once we get this whole thing done. It does look like the chemistry was already up a little bit. Not by much, but a little bit. We're going to try. Absolutely not. PD's at least getting a few points here. Not enough. Okay, that guy accepted. Let's just go to the draft class. See how we are getting along here. Getting along fine. I guess I could go along and try and get these guys a little bit pinned. Yeah, no data there. Can I get you looked at here? Okay, what do we got? Oh, right, I was pressing the wrong button there. There we go. Looking for potential here. All right, so we got a franchise. Anybody of note there? You absolutely. Let's see if we can get you scouted. Please and thank you. I think I'm going to do this all off screen at the end of the episode because this is going to take a hell of a long time. In fact, I think you guys know how this looks. I'm just going to do this right now and I'll bring you back when I am done sending out my scouts. All right, guys, so there is the first round, and any of the people with potential scouted, we can continue on from there. I believe we are still waiting on a few of those guys to accept, and there we go. I believe that should be everybody. Let's take a quick look to see how our... Okay, everything is basically the same up here. What happens if I do something along the lines of these things? I mean... Nothing much. I do want that third line to do a little better than they are, but there's really, it doesn't seem like there's much we can do about it. That's doing nothing. It's doing nothing. Nope. Okay, cool. I guess we're just going to have to leave it as is and hope that our peeps will do a little bit better, particularly now that I think let's take a look at our coaching staff, have a little bit better chemistry. 67. And then 80 in the AHL. So 67 should be a bit better than they were before. Hopefully that will help us jump a little bit up in these games and not do quite as trash garbage as we have in the past. I'm aware that I do need to do a little bit of fixing in the AHL, I believe. We're going to check that in just a second. Let's get the end of this month and see where we stand and if we have to do anything drastic here. Win and loss, we are slowly climbing a little bit back up there. I definitely, broken collarbone February 2nd. All right, going to roster moves. It looks like Wallstead is coming up to the big leagues here. Yikes. All right, in the system. Wallstead it is. I could put up Sosgard, but no, Wallstead, you're going to hopefully, he's still under a... Let's look at the lines here. On his first contract is entry level, so we shouldn't have to worry about too much there. You know what? One thing I could do, let's just do this. I know we're not going to get the +3s. DiPietro, please. And let's go down to the AHL there and make sure that this is filled in properly. Sub in. There we go. I'm aware that this guy... Ooh, why are you guys so terrible up on the first line? Oh, good Lord. This guy was being put in Tomlin. You're actually already getting some growth, which is good to see. Where's Deline? There's Deline. So it's actually that I want. Nope. It's there. Why are we having such a hard time getting any good potential up here? Somebody is causing some horror there. Well, you know what, Sveshnikov, you're getting buried. That is a bit better. Let's check out our defense, make sure Luke is back on there. He is. Sautner, we don't want there, though. I wanted this guy in because he actually has some potential. And there, now we should be good to go. No. Wait a second. Okay, good. We did get it. Wait a second. Decline and edit. Are you still on the trade block? You're not. Can I please get you out of here, my friend? Don't care about my wants. I just care about my needs. All right, 14 and 20. Not the end of the world. Still not good at all. PD is keeping himself relatively up there. Okay, so what I want to do, I know the chemistry is as is, but can I do that and just see if that does anything? And no, I'm not going to do that. I'm absolutely not going to do that. Both Miller and Domi, they really, everybody but them seems like they are doing just fine. That would bump that up to there. No, we're not doing that. Okay, well, I guess looks like Domi was probably not the best choice in the entire world. Let's take a quick look at both our progress reports and our contracts, see if either Horvat or Miller are willing to take a little bit of a discount here. Franchise, are you getting statistical? Thinks like you're mostly done when it comes to natural there, PD, which sucks. This is still mostly statistical for Goddad, which makes a lot of sense. JT Miller, he's being I think he is just being brought down to earth. I think 87 overall is kind of where he should be. We're getting a bunch of statistical minuses for Thatcher, so he should be a lot better than he is. And Mott is kind of being floated where he needs to be, maybe a little bit higher for his statistical pluses. And once again, yeah, man, I really do not understand that whole situation there. Nobody is getting any massive bumps up or anything like there. Boyatin apparently is just doing fine. I don't particularly. Oh, well, low top 6. I care a bit. I do care about Tomanin. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. He's getting a decent amount of natural growth here. Offense up only up to 77 is not great. Overall, he's not doing terrible. And actually 72 overall for defense is not bad either. I mean, for face-offs. All right, we got Why Not here, who is still growing like a weed for some weird reason. Not going to complain too much, I guess. Got a goalie here who's growing a little bit. Nobody that we really care about, unfortunately, but that's kind of fine. All right, let's take a quick look at these contracts, see if either Miller or Horvat are ready to take a little bit of a discount. Horvat, what about you, my friend? 8.7. Yes. All right, so 5 years. It doesn't go up or down, does it? It goes down at 4. I'm going to say 5. 4. Let's do 4. 8.5 times 0.85 equals 7.25. That is a great contract for Captain Bo here. Let's do 7.25, see if he accepts that. Absolutely beautiful. And Miller, what are you asking for now? 8.9, so he's actually gone back up. What I might do is give him a 1-year deal. Or, you know what? I'm going to let him sit for a little while longer, see what we can get from him in the future. Let's take a look at our... That was all skaters. So on D, everybody's actually under contract for the time being. Oh, there's a few people that actually I guess I can't give them. Interesting. It must be just the time of the year that I can't offer them contracts. Weird. Well, we're going to see if Bo will accept that. We're going to see if we can kick this losing streak at all and get ourselves to the trade deadline here. See what we can do, guys. There we go. Wow, really, Bo? That's not cool. Oh, that's not great at all. We might have to throw Bo a bit of a better... Oh, good Lord, you guys. How terrible are we doing? At the end of this gut thing, we're going to have to see how low on the totem pole we are. How are we losing so many games? This is absolutely laughable. Good Lord. This is not okay, everybody. At least Petey's back up to a point per game, but this is absolutely horrendous. Let's take a look where we're sitting. We are down there at the bottom, 32 points in 32 games. Let's take a look at the entire NHL and see where we stand. Vegas Golden Knights are doing amazing. Are we all the way down at the bottom? No, we are not, but they have way more games in hand. So I think that if we looked at points, no, never mind. They're still doing a little better than us. Goals for 3.7, goals against just under 4, only 18.8% on the power play and 71.5. Not good. We are basically even at home, but we are doing trash on the road. Not good, guys. Not good at all. Let's take a look at our points. So Petey's doing okay. Brock is doing okay. And everybody else is basically not doing great at all. Really at all. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Not good, not good. Let's take a look at our goalies. Are you still doing quite as badly? Oh, we need to send our goalie back down. So Thatcher got himself up to an 8.8, which is not good. Wallstead's not doing great either. Was Thatcher recovered? I don't think he is. Let's just take a quick look here. Stupid menu lag there. Are you still injured? He's still injured. Okay, great. So there's no reason to send him down yet. Just showing me his stats, even though he's injured. Okay, well, let's get ourselves up to the trade deadline, and at least it seems like we are going to be heading in the direction of that franchise player. We're getting a little bit of goals there, so hopefully now that we're just doing so trash, we can just try and you're injured with a concussion. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to let them replace you because you're only gone for a week there, Bo. Man, I can't believe he said no to that contract and got so mad at me. That sucks. We're obviously not getting rid of Captain Bo. He is the best second line center in the world, in my opinion. 8 to 7 loss. Man, the goalies. Well, we had another Miller in the lineup there. That's pretty funny. All right, Bo. Get in there. Let's do some damage, my friend. Yeah, we really need to solve this, guys. Our chemistry is absolutely terrible. I might have to totally redo the either find the players or at least no, I'm just going to leave that for right now. Either redo the coaches or find some new players. I could shop somebody around, maybe Miller or even Domi. See if we can get somebody better to pair up here. I think I'm going to put it back like that for right now. Believe that's what I want to do. Okay, but we are looking at our defense here, not defense, our goalies. So you are going to be heading back down. Thatcher's back in. Let's do a quick roster move so we can send our friend the goalie back down here. Wallstead confirmed. Stop losing morale for being sent down. You're not quite ready for the big leagues yet, my friend. And Solovs, I'm sorry, man. Your job's being taken over by Wallstead. So next year or the year after, we'll definitely be ready for Wallstead to come back up so that at some point we could also be trading Thatcher. Depending on how... I'm just going to have someone replace that player. Depending on what we need here, we could actually consider trading mild concussion until February 5th. That's very soon. Let's actually just get ourselves down here before we do anything else, and then we can start trading away some of that garbage. I think I'm actually going to leave it there. Yeah, edit lines manually. You're back in. Well, Mr. Miller, hopefully you've Miller for Miller. Hopefully you enjoyed your time there. Wait, Hoglander? Oh, never mind. I understand. Just go to scratched. Miller, please. I thought he was scratched for a second, Hoglander, but no, it's not the case. There's a few wins. Don't do too well, boys. The Columbus Blue Jackets have fired their coach. That's interesting news. 7-6 win. Love the goal scoring. Hate the allowing as many goals as you did. Man, our top line are just being absolutely obliterated. Luckily, it's only for like short amount of games. But look at this streak here. I'm just going to continue. I don't even know who you are, but I do not care. I'm going to leave you scratched. Look at this streak. Good Lord. Sovsgaard's been injured with an injured hip. That's our goalie, so we're just going to manually replace him, I think. I'm looking like everybody here is fine. Everybody there is fine. And you are just telling me I need to... Why do I need to do that manually? I should have just been able to have them replace him. Max Domi is fully healed. Well, Mr. Miller, how did you like your time on the front line? Hopefully okay. Let's go to scratched here. Domi, you're back, my friend. Oh, you're only giving me a +3 now, though. That sucks. What is with this month? Okay, we finally lost a game. Good Lord, Canucks. Did we get some points back? Oh, look at Petey. Our locker room chemistry and Petey is getting a little bit better. And it looks like Boston is doing worse than us. Well then, let's just look at the entire division here, see how terrible we're doing. Oops. All right, there's the top of the league, and we are still in third place, but we are in competition for third with quite a few people. There are some absolute trash garbage teams at the bottom of the NHL this year. There's a reason why the Columbus Blue Jackets fired their coach. Absolutely. It looks like our goals for has bumped up a little bit. Let's take a look at our personal stats. Is it just Petey that's been having better games? No, Brock has been doing better as well. Quinn Hughes has been doing well as well, obviously. And there's quite a few people that are going to reach 50 points here, guys. Even Gaudette and Horvat, although Horvat's just absolutely having a trash garbage year. On that note, okay, where did we get to? We are close enough to trade deadline that I'm going to leave it there, I think. Let's take a look at our contracts, see what we can do. Horvat does not want to come back. Oh, Miller. Thank you, Miller. Good Lord. 7.825 times 0.85 equals... Thank you. 5 years for 6.6, basically. Oh, there's a big noise from upstairs. 6.657. I'm going to say 6.75 for 5 years. It doesn't really go down no matter what you do. So, well, let's do... Right? It doesn't go down? I mean, 5 years is probably fine, but I'm going to say 4 years just to be cautious. Because that's going to bring him up to his 33. I think that's fine. He shouldn't drop off at all, so that's probably fine. Max, what are you looking for? You're looking for a reasonable contract. Reasonable as all heck. I don't know if I want to keep you, but that's going to be a very tradable contract as well. 4.45, let's just say, times 0.85 equals... 5.45, sorry. We can probably get him for 4.7. So let's offer him 4.7 and see what he says to that. And then let's just see what Bo is looking for. 4 years at 8 mil. I think I'm just going to have to do 1 year at 9. And call it there. See what that gets us. And that should be everybody. Gaudette wants to come back for 2 years at basically what he's getting right now, which is actually not a bad deal. Not great for a third line center, but better than some things in the world. Let's say 3.35 times 0.85 equals 3.7. I think that's close to what he's getting now anyway. Or yeah, let's see what it'll say to 3.7. Not a bad contract for a third line center. Yeah, it's actually we're saving a little bit of money. Alex Edler does not want to come back. I'm going to hold out on giving him a contract anyway. Troy Stetcher, do you want to come back for a adequate contract? You said no, right? You did say no. So I'm going to have to wait on Troy as well. We'll see how much money we have in the meantime. What did you want? You are I think we can probably just let him go at the end of next year, right? Yeah, 80 overall. 80 defensive awareness overall. I can probably just let Rafferty go. Okay, cool. I think... other than looking at our trading assets, we are probably good to finish off this episode. We are full out on our contracts here. So JT Miller is worth a lot. And that could be something that we look at moving. So is Max Domi. Max Domi is a little bit less of a trading asset in my opinion. Don't really want to be getting rid of him. We've got this young guy. This is probably something that we could trade. Somebody that we could trade. He's not signed. He's only 64 overall at 20. Definitely something we could be looking to put on the block. This guy's also desired and willing. I'm more than willing to let him go as well. Anybody else really here? Not really. Even Why Not's been dropped down. Let's take a look at our goalies to see what we've got. Really? Sosgaard's trade value is absolutely terrible. Could look at trading a few of these guys that have a little bit of potential. And the fact that DiPietro is an 83 overall at 23 starter has that little value, and the fact that we have him on that contract is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, guys. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to try and get rid of a little bit. I am considering getting rid of Miller. I love the guy. We did just get him to a pretty decent contract, but he doesn't, in this game with this coaching staff, he doesn't mesh well on those top two lines, which is a problematic fact. So I could think about doing that. Let me know if you guys have any thoughts on the matter, what we can do to try and improve this team. We are definitely tanking this year. Hopefully next year we're just going to have a little bit better. Probably me redoing the coaching staff in the middle of the year was not the smartest move, but we did what we did. We're better than Boston Bruins, apparently. I don't know how that happened. We had a pretty good month. There is a chance that we can actually pull this together a little bit, but I don't think we're going to be getting into a playoff spot. So here's hoping we don't do that. Yeah, but I'm going to leave it there. Like, comment, subscribe, guys, and I will see you in the next episode of NHL 21 Franchise Mode. Bye, everybody.